So that's my basin on. So now I know where my pipes are going to go to. So now I'm going to bring down my hots and colds. I'm going to bring them down somewhere here, straight line. I'm going to bring them across. The cold pipe is on the bottom. Now the reason the cold pipe is always on the bottom is to do with, I think, condensation. If I put the hot pipe below the cold, heat rises. It could, in theory, heat up the cold pipe a small bit, but I think it's probably more because of condensation. You'll find hot and cold pipes, especially wash hand basins in bathrooms, which are quite damp places anyway. If the hot pipe is below the cold and it's a cold mains, it will definitely condensate and collect water on it, and you might think you've got a leak. But here, cold in the bottom, hot in the top, we're going to do a half crossover over the hot pipe, up to a couple of Biller fixed valves, and then do 2 offsets. But the first thing I need to do is mark out where my pipes are going to go. Now, the pipes could be in a house situation, coming down from the ceiling, from above, which means maybe the pipes are already in the room, or they're halfway down the room, maybe with a couple of valves on them. But all we're going to do is draw the lines down again, and again, I'm using a black marker. It looks really bad on this wall, but it's just to show you what we're doing. If I bring it down to where I want it to go, and roughly down here. So this is going to be the hot pipe, which is going to go to the left tap, as you've done in the previous video. I'm going to draw the line across to it. I've marked this in pencil very lightly, just for my benefit, in case I make a mistake. That goes across. So what I've done is drawn the pipe down and the pipe going across. These pipes could be any height off the floor. It's entirely up to you. I've just come 100mm from the skirting board and then 100mm apart from each pipe. Because we were using single pipe clips, we can put the pipes anywhere we want. You can buy double pipe clips, which most plumbers do use, which means they get the pipes really close together. It looks a lot neater. So now we're going to draw the line in for the cold pipe. So I've measured, first of all, 100mm. I've marked it, and then I'm going to follow that down, again on the spirit level. Make sure the bubbles between the 2 lines, draw the 2 lines down, and now I can draw the line across. I can measure 100mm down for the top line, mark it, and then draw the line across as well. So this is a cold pipe. So this is going to go to a system at a later date. So I can draw that right past the hot. Oh, wobble in the wall. So now I want these 2 pipes to come up. Because I don't want the pipes to be 100mm apart, if I show you, 100mm from the centre, it just means the 2 pipes will be far apart. So what I'm going to do on the centre line, I'm going to change the distance apart. I'm going to bring it to 50mm either side, but the 2 pipes will be 100mm apart again. So I put 50 on the centre line, I mark the 0, and mark the 100. And then I can draw 2 lines. So this is the cold on the right hand side as you're looking at it. I'm going to come up somewhere there. And then the hot, obviously on the left, I put my spirit level on here again. And draw another line. So now we've got our lines marked out, I know where they're going. Obviously in a house, they'd be coming down from above. I've got some screws and I've got some clips. Now I've got to I'll put my first 2 clips on, and I'll start them just next to sort of roughly the same height as a wash hand basin. I'll put it in. Try and get them same height. I can, if I wanted, spirit level them and put them on the same height. So now I'm going down to the bends. So what I want to do is, I don't want the 2 pipes to be the exact same height down here. Because what will happen is I've got a short piece to the bend on the hot and a longer piece on the bend in the cold. So what I'll do is, I could measure, I'm being really accurate about it, 100mm from the corner up, and I can do the same on the cold, 100mm for the corner up. I can do the exact same again, 100mm, and then do the exact same again, 100mm. So on those 4 lines, that's my next set of clips. If I look along a bit further, I know the cold, I've got a T-piece here. So what I would do is I'd put a clip there, and then I'd put one after the T-piece as well, probably around about there. On the hot one, it's going to pass under the cold. I would just put a clip here, not too close to the bend, because when I'm soldering and not too close to the T, I don't want to melt the clip. And I'd do the exact same again, up here and up here. Another couple of clips, just to hold it all steady and then in place for when I'm soldering, for when I'm bending the pipe. So I'll put the rest of these clips on, and hopefully you'll get to see what I'm talking about. Should have brought my glasses.
Where are
I don't know, it's alright. That's finished.
they? Are they in the office?
That's right. So when I'm putting the clip on, I'll put the screw in the clip and then put it on the point where I want it, like that. And then the one just for later on. And remember, if I'm not drilling and raw plugging the wall, or it's on somebody's wallpaper or somebody's tiles, I can always move these clips. They'll be getting decorated afterwards, hopefully. Then the two for the pipes going up to the taps. So that's some clips on for a start for the wash hand basin. So now I want to bring my pipes down and across. Now I can use elbows if need be. I can put an elbow there and an elbow there, or I can bend it in the bending machine. So either or, it's entirely up to you. I think what I'll do today is I'll bend them on the bending machine and not using a vise. So what I want to do is I want to come down from here, work out where my bend's going to go, and run across.